It's just, I'm so proud of her. She's been through so much, has watched so much happen in her life, and had a front row seat to so much. And I'm so proud of her. Taylor.
We've known each other for a long time.
Yeah, about 13 years.
OMG, besties, grab your iced coffees and get comfortable because today I'm spilling some scalding hot tea about how Taylor Swift has been silently watching and supporting Selena Gomez through years of Justin Bieber using her for clout. And let me tell you, Taylor knew exactly what was happening long before the rest of us caught on. Let's start with the most telling revelation in a 2022 Rolling Stone interview. Selena dropped this bombshell that speaks volumes. I never fit in with a cool group of girls that were celebrities. My only friend in the industry really is Taylor Swift. One friend in an entire industry filled with thousands of celebrities. Selena had exactly one true friend, Taylor Swift. This isn't just sad, it's telling. It shows that Taylor was the only one who was there for Selena without an agenda, without trying to use their friendship for publicity or career advancement, unlike a certain someone whose name rhymes with Dustin Bieber. Taylor and Selena's friendship goes all the way back to 2008, when they were both dating Jonas Brothers, according to today's friendship timeline. Taylor was with Joe while Selena was seeing Nick. Those relationships fizzled faster than a TikTok trend, but their friendship has stood the test of time for over 15 years. What makes this friendship so powerful is that Taylor has witnessed everything Selena has gone through, including the toxic on-again, off-again relationship with Justin Bieber that spanned from 2010 to 2018. That's 8 years of emotional whiplash. Taylor didn't just hear about it secondhand. She saw the toll it took on Selena firsthand. Listen to how Selena describes Taylor's support during this tumultuous time.
Amazing. She was frustrated when I was frustrated. She was sad when I was sad. But more than anything, my friends stood by my side. When I think they visibly saw me as much pain, they never stopped loving me. Down to my friends back home, my family, my papa crying, saying, I hate that you went through what you went through. It breaks my heart, but I'm so proud.
They visibly saw me in so much pain. That's the key phrase right there. Taylor wasn't just hearing about Justin's manipulation through text messages or phone calls. She was witnessing it with her own eyes, seeing her best friend broken by a relationship that always seemed to benefit Justin's career more than Selena's. Selena's mother Mandy T confirmed just how solid Taylor and Selena's friendship is in an ET Live interview.
We were there Friday night, and so what I love about that friendship is it's so solid, and with Taylor, I feel like they can tell each other anything, and like really be honest, like in your best interest kind of relationship.
An honest in your best interest kind of relationship. That's Mama TV basically confirming that Taylor was the one telling Selena the hard truths about Justin that everyone else was too afraid to say when everyone around Selena was enabling the toxic relationship because it generated headlines and publicity. Taylor was the one saying, "Girl, he's using you." Remember that iconic moment at the 2013 Billboard Music Awards when cameras caught Taylor visibly gagging after seeing Selena and Justin share a quick kiss backstage? That wasn't just petty drama. That was a reaction of someone who knew exactly what was happening behind closed doors. Taylor couldn't even fake being happy about it because she knew how damaging this relationship was to her best friend. One of the most telling aspects of Taylor and Selena's friendship is how they support each other's music. Selena values Taylor's honesty above all else.
You know, with Taylor, I value her opinion so much, but because she's super honest. So I always played her off any of my albums, like the top two that I like to see, like what she's saying.
Has to do sympathy.
Yeah, and she's, like done the same. I would never be like, I'll take care of a song because she's so freaking good. But she definitely will say, like, yeah, that one's okay, but I think that one's good. And I was like, it's just like, it's very helpful. And I love people who are honest. And
this honesty extended to Selena's breakup anthem. Lose You to Love Me is widely understood to be about her final breakup with Justin. When Selena played this song for Taylor, the reaction was pure emotion.
But then there are other knockouts, like Greater Lose You to Love Me, and that. She and her amazing mom started crying, and then I started crying. it's very sweet.
Why were they crying? Because they knew the emotional abuse Selena had endured. They knew how Justin had used her for publicity and career rehabilitation whenever he needed it. And they knew this song represented Selena finally breaking free from that toxic cycle. It wasn't just about a breakup, it was about escaping a relationship that had been used to boost Justin's relevance for years. Now let's look at the patterns Taylor would have noticed throughout Selena and Justin's relationship. Justin and Selena's timeline, as documented by People magazine, shows some very suspicious coincidences when you overlay it with Justin's career moves. Whenever Justin's reputation was flatlining or he had new music to promote, boom, suddenly he'd remember how much he loved Selena. Taylor, being the marketing genius behind Easter eggs and carefully calculated releases, would have seen through this strategy. Immediately take November 2015. For example, Justin was dropping his Purpose album, which was supposed to be his big redemption arc after years of bad behavior, just weeks before the album release. Guess who was suddenly back in the picture? Selena. That's not love, that's strategy. Then in 2017, when Justin was trying to rebrand as a mature Christian boy after his bad boy era failed spectacularly, who reappeared in his Instagram stories? Selena. People magazine caught them at church together looking all wholesome and reformed. How convenient that Justin found Jesus and Selena in the same week. But perhaps the most damning evidence of Justin using Selena came in January 2020, when Selena gave an interview to NPR about her song Lose You to Love Me. When asked if the relationship had been difficult, Selena said, "It's dangerous to stay in a victim mentality, and I'm not being disrespectful. I do feel I was a victim of certain abuse." The interviewer then asked, "You mean emotional abuse?" "Yes, and I think that it's something that I had to find a way to understand as an adult, and I had to understand the choices I was making." This admission of emotional abuse is huge, especially coming from someone who had previously been reluctant to speak negatively about Justin, and who was there when Selena was writing and recording the song about this abuse. Taylor Swift, during this whole Jelena saga, Taylor was watching her best friend being used as a publicity tool and career rehabilitation strategy whenever Justin needed boost, and she was there picking up the pieces when he would discard Selena once he got what he needed. Meanwhile, what was happening to Selena's health? She was diagnosed with lupus in 2013, underwent chemotherapy in 2014, and needed a kidney transplant in 2017. Women's Health detailed how serious these conditions were. We're talking life-threatening illness, not just feeling under the weather. And where was Justin during these literal battles for her life? Nowhere to be found until he needed a redemption narrative or career boost. But Taylor, she was there consistently checking in, showing up, and being a real friend after Selena's treatment for mental health issues in 2019. Tonight reported that Taylor was a constant source of comfort for her while Justin was busy planning his wedding with Hailey. Taylor was making sure Selena was okay. That's the difference between someone who uses you and someone who truly cares. Speaking of Hailey, let's talk about the suspicious timeline of Justin and Hailey's relationship. Justin and Selena broke up for the final time in May 2018. By July 2018, just 2 months later, Justin was engaged to Hailey. By September, they were married. That's not moving on, that's running from something, or more accurately, running toward a new narrative once the Jelena storyline had been. Exhausted, Taylor would have seen through this, immediately recognizing it as another career move rather than genuine love. The most telling part, Justin has never truly let go of the Selena narrative. Even after marrying Hailey in April 2025, he posted memes that fans interpreted as shade towards Selena's engagement to Benny Blanco. The Daily Mail reported on this childish behavior, which included a Gollum clip captioned, "Girls on social media when they get engaged." This man is married with a child and still throwing shade at his ex who has finally moved on. If that doesn't scream, I use this relationship for relevance, and I'm mad she's no longer playing along. I don't know what was even more embarrassing. The 2019 incident where Justin accidentally exposed his Google search history, showing searches for Selena Gomez's Coachella outfit and Selena Gomez's Coachella outfit on stage, or the magazine's pathetic excuse claiming that he and Hailey were watching his Coachella performance and Selena's video appeared in the related category. Sure, Justin, that explains why you specifically searched for her outfit, not just a performance. Taylor would have seen right through this excuse, recognizing it as more evidence that Justin was still trying to use his connection to Selena even after marrying someone else. Actually, you know what? Let's establish the timeline because it is wild. Justin and Selena broke up for good in May 2018. By June 2018, Justin was publicly back with Hailey Baldwin. By July, just 2 months after his breakup with Selena, Justin was engaged to Hailey, and by September 2018, they were married. That's not a rebound. That's a calculated PR move faster than Kim K changes outfits at a photo shoot. Taylor, with her keen understanding of the entertainment industry and image cultivation, would have seen right through this hasty marriage for what it was. Justin creating a new narrative now that the Yelena storyline had run its course. But here's where it gets really messy. Hailey Baldwin wasn't just some random model. Justin happened to meet her after breaking up with Selena. She had been lurking in the background of the Yelena saga for years, often popping up whenever Justin and Selena were on a break. In fact, back in 2011, Hailey was actually a fan of Justin and Selena's relationship. People magazine documented how Hailey tweeted, "I'm for sure 100% Team Yelena," on May 27, 2011. Fast forward to her becoming Mrs. Bieber. Just 7 years later, that's like going from writing fan fiction about a couple to marrying one of them in real life. Talk about a plot twist. Taylor would have recognized this dynamic immediately. As Selena's closest friend, she would have seen how Hailey was positioning herself as Justin's backup option whenever things with Selena went south, and when the final breakup happened, Hailey was right there, ready to step into Selena's spotlight. During this tumultuous time, Taylor was Selena's rock. Tonight reported that after Selena entered a mental health facility in 2018, shortly after Justin's marriage to Hailey, Taylor was a constant source of comfort for her. A source told ET that their friendship has helped each other through their highs and lows. The timing of Selena's mental health crisis is not coincidental. Seeing your ex of 8 years not only move on in record time, but also get married to someone who had been waiting in the wing for years will be devastating for anyone. Add to that Selena's ongoing health battles with lupus and the public nature of this betrayal, and it's no wonder she needed professional help. Taylor understood this pain all too well. She's experienced a share of public breakups and has written entire albums about the emotional aftermath. But more importantly, she recognized the pattern of usage here. Justin had been using Selena for years, and now he was using Hailey to create a new public narrative that would keep him relevant. One of the most telling moments of Taylor's insight into the situation came when Selena played her Lose You to Love Me for Taylor and her mom.
But then there are other knockouts. And played her Lose You to Love Me for she and her amazing mom started crying, and then I started crying. You know, it's very sweet.
This song with lyrics like, "In 2 months you replaced us like it was easy," directly references how quickly Justin moved on with Hailey Taylor, and her mom weren't just crying because it was a good song. They were crying because they knew the pain behind those lyrics of betrayal Selena had experienced and the emotional toll it had taken on her. But here's where Taylor's support gets even more significant. She didn't just comfort Selena through the heartbreak, she helped her see the bigger picture of how both Justin and Hailey were benefiting from their association with Selena's name and narrative. Think about it. After marrying Justin, Hailey Baldwin became Hailey Bieber and instantly skyrocketed to a new level of fame. Her social media following exploded. She landed major magazine covers, and she launched her skincare brand Road to much more attention than she likely would have received as just another model. In many ways, Hailey's entire public persona became defined by her relationship to Justin, and by extension to the Jelena narrative. Taylor, being the media-savvy queen she is, would have pointed this out to Selena, showing her that both Justin and Hailey were using her story and her pain for their own celebrity gain. Remember Hailey's appearance on the Call Her Daddy podcast in September 2022. She specifically addressed the Jelena narrative, claiming there was no overlap in their relationships and stating, "I was never with him when he was in a relationship with anybody. Why was she still?" Talking about Selena 4 years after marrying Justin, because the Jelena connection continues to generate clicks, views, and relevance of both Hailey and Justin, Taylor would have seen this strategy from a mile away, keeping Selena's name in the conversation whenever their own star power starts to dim. Even more telling is how both Justin and Hailey continue to reference or shade Selena years after their marriage. In March 2025, a TikTok creator claimed Hailey liked a video mocking Selena, and Benny Blanco's interview magazine cover